Hello, and today we're going to make a gnome. Gnomes are good for using up scrap clay or colours you may have bought and not sure what to do with. I make a lot of food, I buy a lot of sparkly clay, but I use the sparkly clay on the gnome hats. So the insides of the gnomes are just scrap clay. Every clayer has scrap clay. So this is just some scrap clay I'm just conditioning. And then I cut out some circles. Pop them on top of each other. Oops. And then shape them with a little bit of a rounded top. So it looks like that. And then these go in the oven for half an hour before we go up to the next stage. Once the models come out the oven, you have to wrap it in a different colour. So whatever your body colour is, you cut out a circle for the bottom and just push it on. You don't need any clay adhesive or anything, just push it on. And then cut a strip to go around the body. And then join in all the edges. And just push it on like that. So then you have the core is now covered. I just use a piece of white for the beard. I cut out a teardrop shape. Make some lines on it. And attach it to his body. And then his nose is just some pink clay. You can either roll it out and cut a circle. If you're doing several, to make them all, make sure they're the same. Just flatten the bit where his nose is going to go, and then pop his nose on. His nose is a bit multicoloured because I've got bits on my hands. And then once it's at that stage, it goes back in the oven for 20 minutes. Once these come out the oven, you then get whatever hat colour you want. And again, condition it. How big the hat is entirely up to you, so I'm not going to give you any measurements. It's whether, when you put it on his head, whatever it looks right. Roll it into a ball and then start like you're making a pinch pot. So you go around and make a hollow in the middle, and then I tend to kind of mark where I'm going to put his nose, and then go round again, just pull it out a little bit further, check the hat, make sure it fits. I do hanging out. I tend to do hats with a brim. If you were doing another gnome, you'd just kind of push it in so it's on his body, but I quite like the flared hat. And then once it's on there, you just move it round and pinch and squeeze it. Try and smooth out some of the finger marks with your finger. And then if you leave it to firm up for a little bit and then use a bit of alcohol, the isopropyl alcohol on it, and that will help get rid of any fingerprints as well. And then I do a twiddly hat, so you can either leave it upright or just bend it round. And there you go. And then he'll go back in the oven again for another half an hour. And that's a very quick tutorial on how to make a gnome.